Hello and welcome, this is Doki Doki Literature Club Part 6. In the last episode we were deciding who we we're going to see in the festival, and it's eerily quiet right now. And we decided to go with Yuri because I'd hardly spend any time with her. I wanted to go with Monika, but game wouldn't allow me to, so Yuri it was. And in the previous episode we actually just confessed our love to Sayori because we found out she actually has depression and she's been hiding it from us really good all this time, so yeah, we confessed our love to her, and now we're a couple, and today is the day of the festival, and this is going to be our first official date. So, let's go. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'll be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided it's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sari and Yuri at the festival. But no, Monika, I'm sure the event will be great too. Yes, it will. Zenzarius! You're the first one here! Really? Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monika is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. Is there supposed to be no music? Never mind. There must be the ones you prepared that have all the poems that were performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think on days less important should try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember that Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should go and wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Zenzaris. I mean, especially after your exchange for her yesterday. How do you know that? You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But that still doesn't explain how you know. I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sari really tell her about it that quickly? We're a couple now? I don't really plan on bringing it up with everyone yet. Jeez, you don't know the full story at all. Don't worry, I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Mon- Monica's being friendly as usual. But for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? Ugh. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid on the desk. Oh yeah, he really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Suzuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Zoe's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's the one I haven't read before. Oh, hello. Bloody hell. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Whoa, get. I'm not reading all. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But it's a poem that has never actually finished. It just stops moving. Uh, wow. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a hit in my stomach. Zenzarius? What's wrong? Ah, nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Zoe's written. That's completely different from anything. That's not even a poem. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get sorry, so... Ah, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? Yeah, I'll be back, don't worry. I'll quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for her. Yeah, after she told you that, you should have went to her. Not a big deal, at least to wait for her, or help her wake up. Even a simple gesture of walking to her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday things will be the same as they've always been. That's all she needs. And I want to give, and what I want to give to her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. And I'm still worried why there isn't any music playing whatsoever. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. Can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That is something that really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? She really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Suckle. Whoa, okay, an exception has occurred. Game script, whatever, chapter 5, line 2, trace back for details. Oh, this is interesting. I'll get back to that. Script. Hey, RPY, that's a file that can be read by any text program. Okay. Save. Oh great, yeah, that's a great freaking picture. Okay. Oh, that's creepy music. Thanks for... Yeah, we really need a good close-up of the neck. Yeah, what the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There is no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I'd be there for her. I told her I know what's best, and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My sworn thoughts keep me telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her, like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. Is it some game where I can reset and try something different? Actually, I only had one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me till I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Ever. Never. 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 End. Well, that's a very quick game. But, as you know... yeah. Okay, yeah, now, okay, it's gone back to normal now. An exception has occurred. Yeah, now she looks freaky as hell. A glitched version of Sayori. Load game. Oh look, so I can go back. Okay. So if I load up one of these, what will happen? What? File characters, sorry, fileless. We're missing a... What do you mean? Starting a new... It's forcing me to start a new game. What the hell? I see an annoying... What? Has she been deleted and everything she says is now gobbledygook? I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Poo, my neighbour and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you see yourself making today. But it kind of works because blah blah blah. We used to walk to school together on Gazers, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. If she's going to chase after me, I almost feel better of running away. This is exactly like it was before, except she's now not there. However, I just saw an idol in front of the crosswalk and let Adugu catch up to me. Whoa! What the hell? It's not an order. Oh god, it's done. It's way different from what but then again, it's different from what I remember, but I blocked most of it out. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Start a new game achievement, great. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friends groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I've always told myself it's about time to meet some girls or something like that. What the hell? What? Wait! What happened now? Did she disappear completely? Is that you acting like she's not there? I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just by getting on the verge while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there'll be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. I pack up my things and stare blankly at the wall, looking at an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really isn't any that interest me. Besides, most of them could possibly be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Then Zarius? Whoa! Monika? Okay, who are you, Monika? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah, yeah, it has. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika's probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having a smile at me so genuine feels a little... What did you come here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in it? Construction paper? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. Oh, ridded paper. You're in the debate club, right? How about that? I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yep. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. This is weird. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Right, okay. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing. There's only 3 of us so far. There was 4. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps a manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monika just say she? Huh? Oh. Hey, Zanzaris. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, you're gonna force me to join. Is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monika? Yeah, Monika. I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Zanzaris, you know that? Yeah. No, I'm not. Yeah, it's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Oh, thank you. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika and her irresistible smile. Oh god. I dejectedly follow Monika across the school and upstairs in a section of the school I rarely visit. Monika, full of energy, swings open a classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. Eh? Whoa. Okay. A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Asuski. Anyway, welcome to the club, Zanzaris. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So, let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with a sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. A small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. I ran into Zanzaris in the classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Forced more like, but yeah. Isn't that great? No, wait, Monika. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought someone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that'd be great. Why don't you come sit down here, Zanzaris? Ah, she wanted to make the cupcakes. Okay. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens a closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Asuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. I'm sure it is. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it comes to something that the club doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes the school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of us before sitting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Ah, I guess. Don't let us get intimidated, Yuri's just trying to impress you. Yeah, that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Zanzaris, what kind of things do you like to read? Ah, well, manga. Considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. And not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you? Let's see. Yuri traces the rim of a teacup with a finger. My favourite is usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. A tell a good story of such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how writers can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a leap? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Yeah, I feel like deja vu. I've read a horror book once, desperately grasping some kind of relate at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I expected that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Ah, just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. You look like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud and give it that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share some then? Sometime. No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share some of your work. You can set an example to help Natsuki feel more comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in the silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take responsibility of Vice President after all. So you're the Vice President now. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Zanzaris? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I've bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have a club to look at, and I lost my train of thought. All three girls stared back at me with dejected eyes. Oh dear. But I'm sorry, I thought, yeah, they're ganging up on you. The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Zanzaris. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find someone before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I'd feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I have to pay in order to spend time with these beautiful girls, right? Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, guys, I light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Zanzaris? Yeah, it could be fun, right? Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left off with this, I'll be super pissed. Zanzaris, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Zanzaris, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel anxiety swelling up inside. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I be really happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll find the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing my poem tonight. And back. You've unlocked a special poem. Oh yeah, go on, let's read it. A joke. Okay then. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together and she liked him more and more. One day, a girl realized that she was in love with him. Before a disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse. She killed herself just in time. The hell is all that? Okay. Hang on, why isn't Monika there? I know Sayori isn't there because... Oh, never mind. Save. Oh god, it actually deleted it. Wait a minute. Wait, load game. Ah, it deleted everything. Right, let's save it there. Looks like we have to play the game, but it's different this time. So we're starting over, but it's New Game Plus. Okay. Let's see what happens next time. Hope you enjoy. Take care. Bye bye. It's getting creepy.